find that as soon as you had kids, you entered a whole new world of friendship, the world of Mom Chums.
Mom Chums.
Mom Chums.
Is that what we are, Chuck?
Yes, well, we're Mom Chums, but we're work chums too.
True.
Yes, but those are like the moms that you obviously gravitate towards because you have kids who play together. You might go to the same daycare, drop-in center, sports activities, dance, school. And so obviously you're going to develop a closeness with those moms. You have something in common, and maybe your other friends don't understand your new life, and these women certainly do.
Yeah.
But there are boundaries that I think are important to establish with those new mom chums because, let's face it, us moms, we're a different breed of women.
Is one of your boundaries going to be me? I'm out. I was thinking maybe you only mom chum with the moms who drink wine on play dates.
Well, yeah, you can that's the first rule. Only ever chum with moms who drink wine.
On play dates.
Yeah, because you don't want to be judged.
No,
You've got lots of other stuff to be judged on. Okay, that would not be my number one rule. That would be like in there, though, the top 1 or 1.5. But I would say the first rule, and this is kind of like an overarching rule, I think. You're a mom, you're a parent, you're a role model for the little person that, you brought into the world. So treat other moms and treat everybody the way that you want to be treated, with respect. Rule number 1, it is easy to be judgy in this space because we're all scared and we're all raising little people and we're all trying not to do permanent damage. So when you meet new moms, I think it's important that you silently establish the rule that we don't judge each other. We support each other. That's why we have a friendship. Do you agree with that one?
I think that's fair.
Because I think you've judged me before.
Maybe once or twice. I'm doing it right now. Can you tell? That's why I'm judging your face.
You're a really quiet judger. Number 2, I think fair is fair. If you're going to have someone's kids over for a play date, it's got to be reciprocated because all of us are busy. Our hands are full. We're either stay-at-home moms, we're working moms, but whatever. Our plates are full. Our cuppeth runneth over. However, it is tough to always be the play date guy, right? So I think that's another boundary. Just be careful that the playing field is even and that play dates happen equally. I'm not saying always has to be my house, your house.
Right.
But,
and I think, really communication is key around that.
Yeah.
I've got a mom who helps me with a lot of driving.
Yeah.
And so I give her lots of bottles of wine. That's the deal.
A car.
But we do, it does take a village, and you do need, some moms who are at home, I swear I couldn't do some of the stuff I do without their support.
Yeah.
So then when I can, I support them in ways as well. You just got to make sure you're having the open conversation.
Yeah.
So nobody's feeling put upon.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I think the third boundary should be that moms, I love, one thing I love, I'm going off on a rant here. I love, we have a rule on our street. If my kid's not within eyeshot, earshot, then someone else is welcome to discipline my child, especially if it's keeping her safe, running out onto the street, jumping off a brick wall, stuff like that.
Just those things.
But I do think that I have heard this from friends, you get into situations with moms who are just moms through and through, and they tend to mom other moms, right? They mom their kids, they mom them, and that can be annoying, and that can raise some resentment. So I think that would be rule number 3, just make sure you're treating each other with respect and regarding each other's boundaries for their own kids and the rules for their own kids.
I think another one, and this is just generally a good rule of thumb, is, and I know sometimes when we all get chatting and, you end up sometimes talking about other moms, try not to.
Yeah, the gossip thing.
Yeah, try not to.
Yeah.
Anytime, it's I say to my kids, and sometimes I feel like I have to say it to the grown-ups too, is every time you go to say something, think, is this helpful? Is this kind?
Yeah.
And if it's not, maybe rethink saying it, because
Yeah.
we don't know what's going on in other people's, we don't all parent the same way. We might not like the way other people parent, but they're parenting their own kids. Yeah. And my rule is if the kids are at my house, I treat them like my own.
Yep.
And if people don't want to send their kids to my house because of that, then they don't have to.
You probably treat them like your own because you're not sure if they are your own.
There's that.
There's so many of them.
That may have happened.
I don't remember a redhead, but whatever.
And so I just, they'll get loved the same, they'll get disciplined the same, they'll get chores, everything, whatever's going on in the house. If there's a kid there, But I'll tell you, they all still seem to come over all the time, so apparently nobody's bothered by it.
It's like I said, you don't even know they're there. You have a country, you don't have a house. I think overall the rule is I want Maddie to see me treat people the way I want her to treat people. I want her to see me set boundaries to protect my own personal space and happiness so that she learns to respect boundaries. So it's important to, as an adult, it can be hard to establish boundaries, especially when you're meeting new people, but it's an important rule to have.
Absolutely. And I think that role modeling piece is huge. Like, I'm very no drama when it comes to friends and whatever. I don't get in fights. I don't know. I just don't. And I find, like, with my kids, they're kind of no drama too. Like, they'll see, like, if I have a problem with something, be like, oh, I have to give her a call. Because when she said that, I was like, it didn't land right. So I just need to make sure we're on the same page about this.
Yeah.
I won't, like, go away and get mad at her and not say anything and carry it with me for months on end. Like, I just deal with it and get over it and move on. And that seems to be what my kids do. And it's actually boded really well socially for them. I have a bunch of teenagers right now, and it's very no drama around my house. People are like, oh, you're going to have 3 teenage daughters at once. It's going to be a, girl. Oh, the
Hormones,
girl. Well,
drama.
I don't like the stereotype about, mean girl stuff. But none of that. None of it.
Good.
Yeah.
So if you've got any tips on or any thoughts on boundaries, or what boundaries do you feel like you automatically establish when you meet your new mom chums? And how has it helped you? Or are there any boundaries that are going too far?
Let us know.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Say something in the comments. Let us know what you think about today's topic. And if you have anything you want to say about it.
Anything juicy? Have you had any good mom drama in your neighborhood?
Mama drama.
Mama drama.
So subscribe. Ditch. It's dish.
Dish, I said.
You said ditch.
No, I didn't.
Did.
I'm going to bad talk her. Excuse me.
I'm so going to Facebook post about you.
Yeah. Ditch pig.
Oh!
Cheers. Do I still get a cheers?
I had to drink twice now.